In this video, I am going to respond to a question I just received regarding the Gold Quality Award application. And the question is, without further ado, the question is, I have heard some people use emojis in their Gold Quality Award application. Things like baseballs, smiley faces, and apples. And now there's two questions. Is this normal? And why would anyone ever use or need to use an emoji in a Gold Quality Award application? This is a fantastic question, and I wish somebody had answered this type of a question for me a couple of years ago when I first started working on Gold Quality Award applications, because I too had heard the rumors. I too had heard that it's common for people to put, apples or butterflies or smiley faces in their Gold Quality Award application, and I was like, I remember just being like, what are you talking about? That makes no sense, because we're talking about a professional document here. But let me tell you, the answers, the rumors are true. People do use emojis in their quality award, their Gold Quality Award application. And as a quality award examiner and as a consultant, here's something that might surprise you. I recommend it. I think it is a fantastic thing to do. But why? Why is it a fantastic thing to do? Well, now that is worth hearing. So hold on a second. Let's get right into it. If this is the first time that you are seeing me, this is the silver quality award. I want to show you the silver, and then I'm going to take you to the gold. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Ralph Peterson, and I am a quality award examiner and consultant, and it is my job to take all of this criteria and simplify it so that it is completely understandable and easy to digest so that you can easily and correctly respond to all the criteria questions, and as a result, of course, win a bronze, silver, and or gold quality award. That's my job. So let me explain why we would use emojis in a Gold Quality Award application. So let me show you silver first. Okay. This is 1.1. Each one, the silver application, as you know, if you're applying for gold, you know this already, but the silver application is broken up into 14 different sections. The first section being the organizational profile, and then we have 12 process sections, and then we have a result section. So for a total of 14 sections. The process section, section 1.1 to 6.2, there's 12 of these sections. Each one of these sections have a different focus, whether it's on strategy or leadership or customers. Each one has their own focus. However, each and every one of these sections ends with the exact same question. It's right here. The question is, how do you evaluate and improve the approaches senior leaders you have in place to respond to, and in this case, 1.1. If we were to talk about 1.2, it would be in this case 1.2 or 2.1 or 2.2, and so on. What I want you to recognize is evaluate and improve. If you instead of the and, if you put a plus, evaluate plus improvement equals learning. Right? So that is how we judge or are able to assess whether or not an organization is a learning organization. Okay, now that is very important, because in order to win a quality award at the bronze, silver, and gold level, you have to be the type of organization that is committed to learning. A lot of times we say you're committed to quality. That's true, but you are committed to quality because you are committed to the framework of learning. You are constantly, proactively evaluating and improving your processes in order to get better quality outcomes. So learning is essential in order to win a quality award. And here's a very, very important inside baseball, using a baseball analogy. Here's a very important inside baseball tip or understanding. It is nearly impossible at the silver level, and it is 100% impossible at the gold level to win the award if you do not demonstrate learning. You have to demonstrate, which is why this question here is written 12 times in the silver application. 12 times. Every single process section ends with, how do you evaluate and improve? Give us a example demonstrate, prove to us that you are indeed a learning organization that is focused on increasing the quality outcomes that you are giving to your customers, your residents, your family members, your staff, like whoever else, right? This is asked 12 times in the Silver Quality Award application because it's that important. And again, you can't win the award without answering that question. Now, let's go to the Gold Quality Award application. This is for the 2024 year. I know that it's been updated. How come you're not showing? Oh, here you are. I know it's been updated. It hasn't come out yet, but there is a 2025 edition, so keep that in mind. So this is the Gold Quality Award, and I'm going to skip ahead. I'm going to go right to 1.1. So here is 1.1. This is what the gold question looks like at 1.1. It is, of course, as you can imagine, a lot more involved. There's way more. If we just compare and contrast, this is the silver level for 1.1. This is that's still the silver. This is the gold level for 1.1. And it is, I mean, there's just no comparison. 1.1 at the gold level is like 1.1, 1.2, 2.1, 2.2 all combined, and it's one question. So it's much bigger. But this is what I want to point out. A is about mission, vision, and values, promoting ethics, communication, encouraging frank two-way communication, creating an environment for success, creating a focus on action, and then, oh yeah. That's where it ends. What is missing here? What is missing? There is no requirement for learning. There is no question in the gold application. It does not end saying, hey, how did you evaluate and improve those key processes you just talked about? When was the last time you updated them? When was the last time you ensured that they're working? How do you even know that they're working? It does not exist at the Gold Quality Award level. That question is not there. However, and here's the inside baseball stuff that you need to know, and this is why emojis are so important, you still need to demonstrate learning. It's part of the requirement. The requirement is at the gold level that you still have to prove or demonstrate that your organization is a learning organization. And so what a lot of people do is, and I recommend this, by the way, what a lot of people will do is every time they demonstrate learning, every time they talk about, we used to do something this way, and then we found out that it wasn't working very well, and so we made some evaluations and some improvements, and now it is way better. See, that little story I just told you, that is demonstrated, is a way of demonstrating learning in an organization. Like we evaluate, we had a process, but it wasn't formalized or it wasn't working as well as we wanted it to, and so we had to take some things away and we had to add some things, and now it is a lot better. That little story inside each and every one of these sections at the gold level is vital, super important. But what you don't want to do as an applicant is, because they're so valuable, because they're so important, you want them to stand out. You want your examples of learning, your proof of learning, you want it to stand out to the examiner so they do not miss it. And because adding bold lettering in the criteria is not allowed, changing the font size is not allowed, changing the font style, not allowed, there's no significant way to highlight the little section, that 2-3 sentence paragraph that demonstrates your learning. There is no criteria that allows you to change the font in any way to highlight it. And a lot of places are like, I just don't want the examiner to be reading this 54, 55 page document that is single spaced. Like there's, it's so hard as an examiner. Trust me, I've read hundreds of these. It is so easy to just get kind of in a trance as you read and you miss stuff. And learning is so important that that as the applicant, as the person writing the Gold Quality Award, trust me, you want to do everything you can to make sure that the examiner does not miss that very valuable piece of information that you're providing, where you're demonstrating that you did evaluate and improve one of those key processes. And we have found the workaround, and that is by adding an emoji. So now you'll see an application it'll be like, how do senior leaders lead? And now senior leaders lead the organization by, and they're giving all their answers. And then there's like a boom, there's an apple. And you're like, that's interesting, little apple. And it goes, by the way, we used to do it this way, and now we do it this way because we changed it. It's a lot better now. And as an examiner, I start looking for those apples. I start looking for those little baseballs, and I use them as indicators. I'm like, oh, there's where the learning is. Oh, there's where the learning is. And guess what? If I see you're using an apple, and then I'm going through section after section, and there's no apples, I'm like, where's the learning? Where's the learning, right? So it's a great reminder for you to keep at making sure that there is learning demonstrated in every single section. 1.1, 1.2, 2.1, 2.2. Make sure that you're adding that learning component in every one of those sections. And also, it ensures that the examiner is not going to miss that most crucial, valuable piece of real estate that you provided as an example. So that's the answer. The answer is yes, use emojis. It is common. It is fun. And two, the reason you should do it is because you need need a way of highlighting when you add learning. And that's the inside baseball thing that you need to know. You need to demonstrate learning. Even though it's no longer asked at the gold level, the criteria, the requirement is still there. I hope this helps. Good luck with your gold quality word application. And of course, if you have any other questions, shoot them to me at Ralph Peterson. See you later. Thank you for watching. And if you found this video helpful, please share the video with your friends and colleagues, like, subscribe. And if you are applying for a quality award, or if you are interested in learning more on how to design a award-winning quality assurance and performance improvement program, please reach out to me at ralph@ralphpeterson.com. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. Good luck on your quality award journey.